4 deadly mistakes diabetics make at breakfast. Mistake number 1. Starting the day with too many carbs. A lot of people begin their mornings with a breakfast that seems harmless: toast, cereal, or a quick pastry. But what they don't realize is that these foods are loaded with refined carbohydrates, which turn into sugar almost instantly in the body. This rapid conversion causes a sudden spike in blood sugar levels, forcing the pancreas to release a large amount of insulin to bring those levels down. While this may work temporarily, the crash that follows leaves you feeling sluggish, hungry, and craving even more carbs shortly after. It becomes a cycle that's hard to break, leading to insulin resistance over time. When your breakfast is mostly carbs, your body lacks the essential nutrients needed to keep blood sugar stable. The energy boost you get from a bagel or a bowl of cereal is short-lived because it lacks protein and healthy fats, which help slow digestion and keep you full for longer. Over time, consistently starting the day with high-carb meals makes it harder for your body to manage glucose efficiently, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and, ultimately, worsening diabetes symptoms. Instead of getting steady energy throughout the morning, you're stuck in a roller coaster of sugar highs and crashes, making it harder to focus, function, and resist unhealthy cravings. The key to fixing this problem is choosing a breakfast that prioritizes protein, fiber, and healthy fats instead of refined carbohydrates. A simple swap like replacing toast with scrambled eggs, or choosing Greek yogurt with nuts and seeds instead of sugary granola, can make a massive difference. Avocados are another excellent option, as they provide healthy fats that help slow the absorption of glucose. Even if you still want to include some carbs, opt for complex ones like oats or whole grain bread, but always pair them with a good source of protein to balance the meal. Making these adjustments will give you steady energy throughout the day, reduce cravings, and help improve insulin sensitivity. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I'll start making better food choices in the morning. But there's one habit that could be ruining your efforts before you even take the first bite. And it's what you drink right after waking up. Mistake number 2, drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For many people, coffee is the first thing they reach for in the morning. It's a habit so deeply ingrained that most don't even question whether it's affecting their health. The problem is that drinking coffee before eating anything can spike cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for managing stress. While cortisol naturally rises in the morning, consuming coffee on an empty stomach intensifies this effect, making it harder for the body to regulate blood sugar properly. This can lead to increased insulin resistance over time, making diabetes management even more challenging. Even if your coffee is black and has no sugar, it still triggers a stress response in the body that can leave you feeling jittery, anxious, and, ironically, more tired later in the day. When cortisol levels are constantly elevated due to this habit, the body struggles to use insulin efficiently. This means that even if you're making better food choices, your body may still have trouble processing glucose effectively. High cortisol in the morning can also make you crave more sugar and carbs throughout the day, increasing the likelihood of blood sugar spikes and crashes. Additionally, coffee can irritate the stomach lining, leading to acid reflux and digestive issues that further complicate your body's ability to absorb nutrients. Instead of giving you energy, this routine can lead to mid-morning crashes, increased hunger, and more difficulty controlling blood sugar levels. The best way to prevent this issue is to eat something before having your first cup of coffee. It doesn't have to be a full meal. Even a small protein-based snack can help. A handful of nuts, a boiled egg, or a slice of avocado with a sprinkle of salt can help balance blood sugar and reduce the cortisol spike. If you're someone who doesn't feel hungry in the morning, try a few bites of protein-rich food before taking that first sip of coffee. This small change can have a big impact on how your body processes insulin throughout the day, leading to better energy levels and fewer cravings. Now, speaking of cravings, many people think they're making a healthy choice when they reach for certain breakfast foods. But one of the most common healthy choices is actually loaded with hidden sugar. Mistake number 3, choosing healthy sugary foods. Many people try to eat healthy or fall into the trap of choosing foods that seem like good options, but are actually loaded with hidden sugars. Fruit juices, flavored yogurts, granola, and even some protein bars are marketed as nutritious, but they often contain just as much sugar as a dessert. While natural sugars may sound less harmful, they still cause a rapid increase in blood glucose levels, leading to an insulin spike. This temporary boost in energy is short-lived, and soon after, a crash follows, leaving you feeling tired, hungry, and craving even more sugar. The result is a cycle that makes blood sugar management much harder and increases the risk of insulin resistance over time. One of the biggest misconceptions is that sugar from natural sources, like honey or agave syrup, is better than refined sugar. While these options may contain some additional nutrients, they still affect blood glucose in the same way. Even fruit juice, which seems like a healthy choice, is problematic because it lacks fiber. Without fiber to slow down digestion, the sugar from juice is rapidly absorbed, causing a blood sugar spike similar to soda. Flavored yogurts are another hidden culprit. Many brands add large amounts of sugar to make them taste sweeter, turning what could be a healthy snack into something that works against your body's ability to regulate glucose. The best way to avoid this mistake is to focus on whole, unprocessed foods that don't come with added sugars. Instead of fruit juice, eat whole fruits, which contain fiber to slow down sugar absorption and keep you full longer. If you enjoy yogurt, choose unsweetened Greek yogurt and add berries or nuts for natural sweetness and extra fiber. When craving something crunchy like granola, make a homemade version using nuts, seeds, and cinnamon instead of processed cereals filled with added sugar. These simple swaps will keep your blood sugar stable, reduce cravings, and provide sustained energy throughout the day. But even if you're making better food choices, skipping breakfast entirely can be just as harmful as eating the wrong things. And unfortunately, many people believe that skipping meals is a good way to control blood sugar, but the next mistake proves otherwise. Mistake number 4, skipping breakfast. Many people believe that skipping breakfast will help lower blood sugar levels, but for diabetics, this strategy often backfires. When you go too long without eating, your body enters a fasting state, and to compensate, it releases stored glucose from the liver. This causes blood sugar to rise even though you haven't eaten anything, creating an unexpected spike. Once you finally eat, your blood sugar can rise even higher because your insulin response may be less efficient after an extended fast. Instead of stabilizing glucose levels, skipping breakfast often leads to increased insulin resistance, making it harder to manage diabetes effectively. Going hours without food in the morning also affects energy levels, focus, and appetite control. When blood sugar crashes later in the day, you may experience intense cravings for quick sources of energy, usually processed carbs or sugary snacks. This not only disrupts blood sugar balance, but also makes it harder to stick to a healthy eating plan. Over time, this habit can lead to greater fluctuations in glucose levels, putting extra stress on the pancreas and increasing the risk of complications. Skipping breakfast may also impact metabolism, slowing down your body's ability to efficiently process and regulate blood sugar, which can contribute to weight gain and further insulin resistance. The best way to prevent these issues is to eat a balanced breakfast that includes protein, healthy fats, and fiber. A meal with eggs, avocado, and a small portion of whole grains can provide steady energy and help maintain stable blood sugar throughout the day. If you're short on time, something as simple as a handful of nuts with a boiled egg or a protein smoothie with unsweetened almond milk can make a difference. The key is to avoid processed carbs and sugary foods that cause rapid spikes and crashes. Making breakfast a priority will not only help keep glucose levels in check, but also improve overall energy and focus. Now, even if you eat the right foods at breakfast, there's another key factor that many diabetics overlook, and it has everything to do with one essential nutrient most people don't get enough of.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, we prepared the next video especially for you. Click here to watch.